Well, I mean, Matt's been with us in one way or another probably for 20 years, so I've been, kind of a fly on the wall to a lot of the music that he's done. Now, they don't do that much music. It's not like they sit around every day and make songs. So they have, these songs, and then they have ideas. And they have a great producer in Taylor. And I think between them, they're a great combination. They're a great creative combination. Matt's becoming more and more confident in his singing, and his lyrics are ridiculous and funny. And I think there's a gloom and doom sort of vibe about the Brainwasher. But I think it's a good counterbalance to sort of the cheeriness and just the ordinariness of Matt's lyrics sometimes, which I think is great. I think the worst thing that can happen sometimes is you fix your words to be more like the music, which a lot of times that doesn't work. You want the music to be what it is, and the words to be really from another empirical, little section of your mind. And the two combined, I think, makes for a much more like expression. It's so I think that's what's happening with Brainwasher. And I love their album. I didn't, I would hear little bits of it as it went. And everything I heard I thought was wacko and cool and unexpected. And as the production and things got more cohesive, that's a boring word, but I mean, just the idea that from each song you'd get more of this identity of what they're about. And even the name Brainwasher, I'm so used to it, but I like the impact of what that could mean when you hear this music, if you're hearing it for the first time, as opposed to someone like me who's been hearing it and knowing about it little by little, piece by piece for 10 years or whatever. So, and I believe they'll probably do more and more and more, and they do more shows. And of course, if they're not too exhausted from working with the Flaming Lips, which I'm sure they are, I'm sure they'll do as much of it as the world allows. The music video, yeah. Well, we were working on these crazy new digital lights that Zack and I had been putting together in our big warehouse. All this happening over not this last summer, but the summer previous, right before we left and went on tour with Weezer. And all these would be getting made and set up in the warehouse. And if you stop by there from week to week, you'd see more and more of them. They'd be doing more crazy stuff. And I think we just decided one night while they were set up, it's 120 degrees inside of our warehouse, and we were about to tear them down and they were going to go somewhere. And I just thought that Matt and Tommy should come up and let's do a video, because it's already set up like a crazy video, and Zack had really programmed some cool stuff to their song. And so between what Zack's doing and what the lights are doing and what the music's doing, and of course the director of photography, Blake, he's a master at all that sort of lighting and editing, and he's so easy to work with. You can do a lot of stuff with him in just 45 minutes or an hour. And it all looked so magical. There wasn't very much to do. So that would be why. And I think once I get involved, I think it lets people know, hey, we're going to really do this. Let's do this. And I think that's just, it's a way just to say, let's get this done and let's do it. Let's get it looking a certain way. Let's make it work or whatever. I think that's my biggest contribution to it, is just to say, let's go. Because, that's what I do. I say, let's go do something. Everybody's like, are you sure? Are we ready? I'm like, it doesn't matter if we're ready. Let's just go. But that's what directing is. Directing is, I think what the best directors do is they they have a lot of cool stuff, and just let cool stuff happen, and not worry about the boring stuff, and just grab the cool stuff. So yeah, but like I said, cool guys, cool song, cool lights, cool photographer. Yeah, you know, that's why it's great. Yeah.